Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Sunday, March the 19th. The year is 2023. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And we are halfway through the month here. We've got 2 more trading weeks. So, risk management. Remember, make sure your position size and stop loss are set so you won't lose any more in any one single trade than you are willing to lose. We might as well run through these. Brain management, no fear, no regret. Any pain you're experiencing when you trade isn't coming from the market, it's coming from your reaction to the market. Money management, you guys have seen it in a lot of our trading videos. Walmart and I are trading. We're watching price. Take that profit before the market takes it back. There's many ways you can do it. And just, be humble, because every win is luck, because you don't control the outcome. Just remember that. You can control the size of your loss in most cases, but the size of the win, that's up to the market. So taking a quick look here at the month, we're 156 pips above the monthly open, 27, now 28 off the high, 375 off the low. And weekly, we filled that gap. We had gapped up huge, and we still have a few open gaps for any of the weekly open gap traders. Notice, though, we hit a high of 2204 here, and so it crossed below the double O again, heading down to the psychological 75. We're putting in the opening range for the week. As you can see, we're above the opening range for the year and for the month. And we are 88 pips above the yearly open, 270 off the yearly high, now 269 and 376 off the yearly low, which that yearly low was put in this month. And we are well above the weekly and daily inside bar, but notice we're still in the monthly inside bar from 1 month ago. And there's a few inside bar trades happening there. And we're about a little over 6.5 hours into the trading day, and we only have 5 pairs with the range over 100. And notice the pounds clocking in at 36 pips of range at the moment, so there's really nothing to write home about. Though if you were a range trader and you traded between the double O and say the 80, you could have made some nice pips there on a couple of trades so far. As you can see, we're below the weekly daily open right here. We touched it and reversed right off of it at 21.99, at least on this broker. Rat zone range is too low, so we'll have to wait on that pivot. Bambino flex indicator saying go long. Near the pivot, go long. We've got a pivot at 21, call it 2160, and we haven't hit it yet. And we can see the weekly pivots at 121.30. Now, if you notice where that point is 121.30 weekly pivot. Look at that. It's below this return bar right here. So that's a number to keep in mind. So monthly pivot has been taken out. This week's pivot, we haven't hit that, and we haven't hit last week's either. Daily, we haven't hit it. We didn't hit Friday's daily. So we'll see if price pulls down or not. In and out of that upper wick zone, you can see there at 21.78. That's where you just might want to go short. The range, once again, 36. Nothing's really changed since Friday's close. Price action, simple chart here. Normally we either have H1 or M30. You can see here, psychological 2175, price moving up now. And if you look here, once again, you can see it's like prices on the way up. We had a lower high here on the M5 chart, 2173, and price waffled a bit, but you can see it kept making higher lows up until right here, and it reversed and on up. Now, I had a trader ask me, they wanted to watch a trade here on the 3LZZ chart with the sweet spots spaced every 5, with the psychologicals in yellow or gold. But right now, I don't know if we're going to really see any action. And if you're wondering here, there is a My Notes indicator for 3LZZ. It looks like I might need to change the font size because it's running off the side of the... Nope, I need to change the fill size, I believe. Let's see what happens here if I make it 45. There we go. But these are some of the rules. So remember, when the semaphore first appears, that's indicating a breakout. And the semaphore indicator, when you have the TRO mods turned on, it'll tell you right here which way you should be looking to trade. So in a long bias. So it put a 2-ball in at the bottom and called a long bias. So when it hit the 75, you would have taken the long. And here he had a 2-ball at the top, so it's going to say short next bar. But usually if I see that, and if that candle turns red off of a 2 or a 3, I'll just jump in. So right here, that open was just below 80 by 1 point, so probably would have gotten in maybe at 79 and could have picked up 3, maybe 4 pips. And at this time of day, it's no biggie. You know, that's a nice trade. And I guess, like I had mentioned, you guys are wondering if I was crazy, but yeah, I had a 35 lot trade on, not all at once, because I was trading 5 lots a shot. Price was moving against me. I was short, but I was trying to make sure it only needed to come back a couple of pips, so I just kept piling on. And I don't advise trading that way. I really don't. But sometimes you have to do what you think you have a chance to get out of a jam, and that's what I did. And the funny thing is, when it reversed, I punched out around 95, I think it was. Had I left it alone, it came all the way down to 75. I would have picked up a boatload of pips, not to mention dollars. But the thing is, you know, we've been talking about luck, and you have to put yourself in the position to get lucky. And, you know, part of that is keeping things simple, because as you add indicators and things, it's just going to cause you to overthink. It's going to cause you to second guess when really I mean, on this screen here, if you, I've got a lot of extra stuff on here. One of the things I have the indicator 2, but I can turn that off. And now I have something that tells me which way to trade. So if I see a 2-ball or 3-ball or 1-ball on the bottom, I'm looking long. If I see, and then on the 1, 2, or 3 on the top, the last one, but I've got the indicator to tell me which way in case I forget. You got candle colors, but tell you the truth, when I'm trading this, I don't even have these turned on. Reason being, once again, I'll second guess myself because I'm thinking, well, these are green and these are red, and it's telling me to go short and blah, blah, blah. And because this is just a simple at the line trade. And actually, this one doesn't have a turn off. Interesting. And also, the magnified market price, tell you the truth, when I'm trading this, especially with big lots, I even have that turned off. I can see the price right here. That's all I care about. I don't care about the highs, the lows, the opens, the candle colors. It's just the current candle, price at the line. If I'm in the trade, then I'm looking for it to give me an opportunity to get out with a profit. And that's it. It's that simple. Not rushing anything. Sometimes you wait. And a lot of times, what'll happen is, it might run up and starts to run back. You exit, then it runs a little bit more and turns right around and screams up, and you go, oh, I could have had. But the thing is, you've already exited the line, and when those double doors swing open and that, server brings out a pot of shrimp, well, you've already gone through the line, sat down. You don't get to go back through the line unless you pay again, which is entering the trade again. And that's just how it is. Now, sometimes if you've got the intestinal fortitude, also known as guts, say you get in a trade and you go, you know what, I am going to wait this trade out until I see a 1-ball or a 2-ball. And if it goes against me and I stop out, so be it. And then you can see here, you can live and die on every tick, or you could just, set a TP. Go, you know what, I'm either going to make 5 or I'll lose 5. And see what happens. I mean, sometimes it's as simple as that. And if you've got anything that gives you a little more edge, like maybe you follow the indicator 2 dots, maybe you just use the semaphore. Let's turn those indicator 2 dots back on, because that is something that sometimes, depending. So right here, you could see here the dots were against you. So you don't take that trade. The dots against you here, they turned. Here, you maybe let that first dot close, see what the second dot does, and you can see you've been in on a very nice trade. And like I said, maybe we'll go through this again tomorrow during the New York session when the price is a little more lively. So, fellow traders, hope you had a fun and safe weekend. I hope you're having a profitable month so far. Appreciate you guys watching, and shout out to the new traders who joined the Reddit Never Lose Again thread, and shout out to all those on Facebook and Crestlick. Haven't forgotten you traders either. So, when you come back to trade, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.